I am Lizzy with Long Distance Gamers, and today I'm going to be playing a solo playthrough of Apiary. I'm going to go ahead and give quick, dirty rules, and then just go through how to play as we're playing the games just to get us started. So we have the game set up. We are playing against the easy AI because I've only played this game once before, and well, it almost beat me, so we're going to try to take it a little bit easy. I am playing the Anna faction. So I will really care about bees, at least around my faction tile. I have a couple starting resources. We have these carved tiles, which these will be endgame points. We have some cards that will give us either endgame points that we can place down here, or instant things like if we turn this in, we can get a free resource, or we could get 3 movements on the queen's favor, or at the end of the game, we get 2 per remaining hibernation token. If we don't want to do a whole lot of hibernation, which this is end of game victory as well, we're going to be exploring some planets, we're going to be advancing our culture, and we're going to be learning some dances to convert some resources. The automa always plays first, so we'll go ahead and flip a card. So this has a few things on it. It'll tell us if we don't have either of these bees to send out, which it'll either be gray or yellow, which is the automa colors. You tell that by this. So we're going to be sending out yellow this time. So we have 2 yellow bees that we can send out. But if not, we would have retrieved them all. If we have any yellow 4s, because again, this is yellow. Otherwise, it would be, if it was gray, we would be looking for a gray 4. But we don't have any of those, so then they're going to be sending bee to explore. So they send out their highest bee, which is a yellow 2. So we can go ahead and send a yellow 2 right there. So that means that it can move 2 spaces. So it will go just 1 or 2. You just actually will move it to the nearest unexplored one. So it'll just, you follow this path, so you'll either be winding up or winding down. And then if you hit an area that you can't move, then you go back the opposite way. So even if this was a down, we would still be going up. So they're going to come over here. And they will just place this here. They won't get that benefit. They don't even care about this queen's favor track. But it is worth 3 victory points at the end of the game for them. So they just got 3 victory points. And they're exploring yeah, however you pronounce that. So there'll be a sometimes a pre-printed resource, and then if it's possible, they will add whatever this resource is. So then they'll go ahead and do that. Now, if they were placing a 4 here, then they would get to do that twice, which 4s will always come to this card first, if at all possible. Okay, so then it's my turn, and I need resources. I am looking really hard at this bee, because not only do I care about bees, but then I'll be able to carve down here. Normally you have to have a 4. I'll be able to carve with a 3, which last time they got so many victory points from just gobbling these up, because they were able to do it without having to pay honey. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to make it so that I can carve easier. So, I don't need to have anything more than a 1, because it'll be a 1 plus a 1, and then I can grab from this 2. But I don't have the 2 pollen. So, I need to find a way to get pollen. So I can come over here and find, which there's pollen right here, which would guarantee me pollen. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send a 1 over to here. I'm going to move this one over. That little arrow tells you it moves over. So I can move the bee up to 3 spaces. So I could move here to get a free whatever, but I think I'm going to come over here just because I might want just a random one later. Or not a random, but whenever one I choose later. So I know I want a pollen now. And that was just 2 movements. So 1, 2. It doesn't matter if I don't get a 3rd. So that's my pollen for that. And then I can put that there. And then I'm going to be exploring. So I'm going to be doing sapping, which Doesn't have a resource, but I can put whatever I want there and then I'll get that. Which, considering I care a lot about bees, I might want that. Or I might want to grab, because this one's a really cheap one, so I might just grab a fiber so I can do that. And then every time I bring my worker bees back, I'll get 2 movements on this Queen Favors track. So that could come in really, really handy. Okay. And of course that makes it so that the fiber is there, so anyone that goes there will get a fiber. Okay, that is it for my turn. I don't have any resources that I can't place. So if I had resources that I couldn't place, I would turn them in to move forward on this Queen Favors track, which is, you know, victory points at the end of the game. But I was able to place all of mine. So it is their turn, so they're going to flip over. So they're going to be looking at the yellow again. They have 1 to place out. It's not a 4, so they're going to send this 1 over to research, and they just get 1 victory point because they're sent out a 1. Okay, and then it's my turn again, and now I want to come over here. So I'm going to come over here. So I place a 1 there, so I get a 1 and a 1, so that's a 2. So I can only buy from here. If I had a 3 or a 5, I could build the further ones out. But that's okay because this is the one that I wanted. So I'm going to spend my 2 pollen over here. I'm going to place this here. I think I'm just going to place it here to get a resource. This one would move me on the Queen's Favor track and this would get me a resource. I have to place it adjacent to a tile already placed on one of these. I cannot place it here because this is just open space. I have to get one of these to place there to be able to then place there. So, with that said, I'm just going to place it here. With that, I think I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, I think I'm going to get another pollen because I really care about bees. So, and they cost pollen. So then we'll move this over and reveal another one. Okay, ooh, advance. Ooh, those would no longer require a water to be able to farm. That's pretty handy. But let's see what they do. Okay, they're going to be sending a yellow. They cannot, so they're going to be retrieving all their yellows, which increases it. So that 1 becomes a 2, and this 2 will become a 3. And then they will get 2 victory points. Woohoo! Okay. Then it's my turn. I really want to be able to get the Queen's Favor. So I'm going to come over here. So now I have 3. So I could get from over here, but I want that one. So I'm going to turn in 1 of these fibers, which, by the way, the cost is on the bottom. So the cost is on the bottom. This will be victory points at the end of the game. This is what type it is. And this is what it gets you during whatever it might be. So these ones are instant ones. You get that whenever you get it. These ones are sometimes end of game, I think. Sometimes just when you do certain actions. And then this one is whenever you retrieve your workers, which I don't want to place here because I want my bees to be placed there because they'll be worth 2 victory points each. And if I can upgrade this, they would then be worth 3 points each. So I'm going to place that right there. Let's get another pollen. Why not? Okay. There's that. And, ooh, an ability to get victory points when you retrieve workers. That is pretty handy. Okay, but let's see what they're going to do. Okay, they're going to send a gray worker out, which their highest gray is a 2. And then they're going to send it to the advance, which then will bump my worker. So this 1 becomes a 2. Comes over to here. And then since they placed the 2, they don't care about anything here. So they just care that they placed the 2. So they'll get a farm and a recruit. And they'll place them here. And then they will get rid of these 2. Ooh, so I kind of want this one. The ability to get 3 victory points when I come back. Ooh, and 2. So I kind of want water and fiber. So, ooh, if I could come up here, I could get double fiber. That'd be enough fiber to play for that. And then I could just put a water on whatever I get, right? Okay, so I'm going to come up here. Hopefully they'll boot me back. Although, do I want to do that right now? Because if I send this guy down here, I have 2 strength. So I could spend a pollen to get this worker. Which I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to, I'm going to send it down here. Even though it's a 2 strength, I will be losing out on an extra strength because this, I could spend 2 strength and any 2 resources to get one of these, which then opens up more spaces to fill. So I'm going to send that there, spend a pollen, and when you spend your strength, you don't have to spend it, you just have to have it. So I had 2 strength to be able to use, and I used 1. So I get a 1 worker bee to spend, or to send out. Okay, and then it's their turn, and they're going to send a gray, and they only have 1, to advance, which bumps me back, which gets me a 3. Too bad I don't have honey to be able to come down here. Yeah, well, there's that. Okay, and they sent a 1, so they're going to grab a farm. Which, aw, that's the one that I really wanted. That's okay. They left me this one. Oh. I'm not sure why I turned over a bee for that one. We'll just put that bee back on top. Ooh, I really, really, really would rather that one, though. I could get both. I could always get both. Although I really need to get a bee here, and then I could place something there. Okay. There's a lot going on. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my 1 out here because I don't need to move very far. So, I'm going to spend my 1. I'm going to come up to here. Okay, so I get 1 pollen. Ooh, teach it to dance. Teach 1 dance and use it twice if I send a 4 up there. Okay. So I'm going to go get 2 pollen, or 2 fiber. 1 pollen. Okay. So that kind of does tell me I probably want to put a water here. Or I might want to work on my Queen's Favor track. But I do need some water for these. So I am going to go ahead and place a water here, which then lets me get a water right here. So I have lots of resources to use, so I might want to use some. Okay. And then that was the end of my turn, so it'll be their turn now. So they're going to be sending out a gray. And they're going to be sending it to the convert action, which it's a 1, so it gets them 1 victory point. Okay. So I have a 3. I don't exactly want to send it to this advanced space because then that just kicks them a worker and upgrades it. Although it would make it so that they wouldn't be able to bring back all of their workers, and it would make it so that I could get that 2 and 1 and get victory points when I retrieve my workers, which will probably be happening. Although chances are they're going to send 1 of these back. So actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and come over here to research. Draw 3 cards and I get to keep 1. So discard any tile from your hive to gain 3 victory points. Ooh, 2 victory points. Oh, wow. Ooh, 2 victory points per one of these. So I already have 4 victory points if I can plant this one. I think I'm going to keep this one and try to plant it. See, this one also refreshes that display. Then I may purchase one for a reduction of 1 wax, which some of these are 1 wax only, so that I could get 1 for free. But I really like the idea, so I'm just going to have to focus on exploring over here to get more of those tokens. Okay. But that was my turn. Okay, so they're going to be sending out a yellow. They're sending out a yellow 3 to research. Oh, look at that. They just bumped me back a 4. So I now have a 4 to place. But since they sent out a 3, they do get 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now where do I want to place my 4? Because, ooh, I could teach a dance, but I really want to come over here to get something so that I can retrieve workers. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bump this. So the 4 benefit over here is I get to gain 3 victory points. So 1, 2, 3. And then I have a 5, so I can buy up to this. So I'm going to spend my 1 fiber and, oh wait, no. Because I would have to place it in one of these 2 spots. And I want those to be bees. So I have 2 pollen, so I can afford any of them. I can go anywhere. So whenever you build a tile adjacent to me, I get to gain a pollen. Ooh, that's pretty handy. Whenever you hibernate, connect hibernation bonus twice. I mean, I will be trying to hibernate more. And then it no longer costs water. I really like the idea of getting pollen. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 pollen. Although I'll only be placing 2. So that'll only be worth 2 pollen to me. So I think I'm going to do this hibernation one. Not only is it's also worth 1 victory point at the end of the game. So I'm going to place that there. And then I'll get to move up on the Queen's Favor track. Woohoo! Okay. There's that. And then we'll move this over and this over. Hopefully they will bump me so that way I can then buy this one or this one. Something. Because I want to be able to get refreshers when I pull my workers back. Okay. So they're going to be exploring. Yes, they're bumping me. Exploring with yellow. Although, no, I want those tokens. Okay, and that becomes a 2. Okay, so they're going to come down. So they're going to come, aw, man. Okay, and they're going to reveal here. Ooh, that's going to be worth a lot of fiber, though. That might come in handy closer to the end of the game. Okay. There is that. So, yay! Although that does bump them, I then get to buy this. So I have more than 5. So I can go ahead and spend 1 fiber and 2 water. And get this token. Which not only will get me 2 victory points like this one would, but it'll also get me a Queen's Favor. And that will be very beneficial every time. Because if I could get 25 of those, that would be worth 25 victory points at the end. That would be a huge bump. Okay. And there's that. Okay. Now it is their turn again. Okay, they're going to be sending out a gray. So they have a gray 3. And to grow. And oh, look at that. They bumped me. Thank you. Although I do kind of want to retrieve workers. Because that would get me hibernation. Which would get me a honey. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pulling my workers back. I don't care. They sent a 3. That gets them 3 victory points. So I'm going to be pulling my workers back. So this one will become a 2. This one will become a 3. And this one will become a 1 over here, which will get me a hibernation token. And I pulled 2 workers back, so I get to activate 2 different ones of these, which I only have 2. So between the 2 of them, I get 3 favor, so 1, 2, 3, and 2 victory points. So 1, 2, and then I get to place that, and I get to get a honey. Which can go, actually I have a new place for honey, so I can place it there or either of these 2. I'll just place it right there. Okay. And that was it for my turn. So it's their turn again. Okay, so they're going to be trying to get all their yellow back. So, yellow. Oh, no, they have a 4 yellow. They're going to be going for these. So I need to get over there. Do I have a 3? I have a 3! Yay. And then they also get 2 victory points. So 1, 2. Okay. So before they can send a 4 yellow, just in case that would be their next one, I'm going to come over here with a 3. That way they will also bump me, and I'll get a 4. So I have 1 honey that I can spend, so I could get either one of these. So either 5 victory points or 2 per active bee. Well, hopefully, if I get at least 3 active bees, that will get me 6 victory points. So this one would be slightly better. So I'm going to grab this one. And of course I'm going to place it right here, which will get me a free resource, which, considering I do care about my bees, I'm going to get a pollen. Although I only care about one more bee. So actually, I think I'm going to get a water. So that way I could get this one or that one if I have enough. Okay. Then it's their turn. They're going to be sending out a gray to research. And they're going to get a couple victory points. Boop, boop. Okay. So I'm not going to have enough to get 5. So at most I could get one of... actually, so I can only get that one. So I'm going to send my 2. So I have a 2 plus a 1, so that's a 3. So I'll grab this. So I'll turn in my only 2 resources. But I will get a card. And I can play it at any time to get 2 Queen's Favor, or I can plant it and get 2 per these red ones at the end of the game, although I haven't really been focusing too much on those. So I might do it for the Queen's Favor. Or I might just discard it to get that resource as well. Okay, let's see. That was it for my turn. And then it'll be their turn. So they're going to be advancing. Oh, wait, no. They're sending grays. Or they're trying to do grays. So they're going to come back. They have multiple 4s now. They have 4 yellow. Okay. And then they get 2 victory points for that. And then it's my turn. So I don't have honey to be able to come over here. I do really care about these now. Right? Why do I care about these? Oh, because of being able to plant this. So I want to get some of this. And I need resources anyways. So come over here. I can move up to 3. You know, I need a lot of water for that. I need pollen. I really, really, really care about... I'm full up. So, you know what? I'm going to come over here. Go 1, 2. Get these 2 water. And then let's see what else I can get. Okay, well, I'm going to be getting another water. So I'm going to be soaked in water. And then, because these all require fiber, I'm going to place a fiber there so I can get a fiber as well. Okay, there we go. That was my turn, so then it's their turn. So they're going to be sending out a gray, which they have a gray 4. So they're going to be sending it to here, which will bump this to a 4. Yay. And then, I don't have honey, so anyways, they're carving, so they're going to come from the bottom up, so 1, 2. So this is it. So they just got 7 points right there. Okay. Now, what do I want to do? I want to obviously send out this 4. If I... Ooh. I could teach a dance and use it twice. Except I'm not going to have a whole lot of other resources. I'd also gain 4 victory points. Do I have... Yeah, let's do this one. So, I'm going to come over here. So, I sent a 4 over there, so I'll gain 1, 2, 3 victory points. And then I get to buy... I have 6, so I could buy from over here even. I only have 1 fiber, so I can only buy this one. Except... that doesn't make sense either because I only have 1, 2, 3. I'll only have 3 workers to return anyway, so why would I want to get another green? I think my best bet actually might come over here. That way I can upgrade a faction tile, which upgrading this, that means now each of these are worth 3 points. So I went from getting 6 points to getting 9 points at the end of the game. And then I have 4 to spend. I don't have a pollen, so I can't get that worker. Ah! But I can spend 2 water to get one of these, so I can place this there. We'll place it that way, so that way the next bee I place, I'll get a card and 3 victory points and whatever the bee is. And then, do I want to spend my last 2 resources to do that again? No, I don't think so. That kind of was a crappy turn. I needed a pollen and I didn't have one. Okay. That's okay. It is now their turn, which there's only 1 card left, so we will shuffle these up. Please boot my 4. I need to hibernate. Although I will be retrieving workers, so yeah. Anyway, so they're going to be sending a yellow. They're going to send a yellow 4. So they'll be hibernating themselves. Okay. And then they get it back as a 2. Lucky them. Okay. So they're going to go from the bottom, and they're going to go to the second one. So they're going to get this one. Okay. Honey, honey, honey. So they have 14 points from that alone now. Okay. Well, I'm going to be retrieving workers. So I'm going to retrieve that to hibernation. So if I get this one, that'll be worth 7 victory points. It would refresh that. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to get a wax. And I'm going to refresh all of these. So maybe I could get something that would get me victory points. Or, I don't know. And get me, so I need to, oh wait, so I now have a majority here. They would have to place both of their tokens there. Okay. Ooh, I love that one. 4 resources. Ooh, yeah, that is where I'm going to go. So this is going to upgrade to a 3. And this is going to upgrade to a 4. So hopefully they do not get theirs. They're going to be researching. So they're going to be sending a yellow 3 or a gray 3 and getting 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Me, if I research, I could plant that card, but then that would get them a 4. So definitely not doing that. What I'm going to do, I don't need a 4, but what would I... I kind of want that 4 victory points. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here. I get 3 victory points. So 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to spend this to get this, which will immediately get me 4 resources. So I'm going to get some pollen. So I'm going to get a couple pollen. And then I do need water and fiber. So I'm going to get 1 water and 1 fiber. Okay. And then I'm going to place this right there to get another card. Ooh, I could convert 2 end of any resources to a wax one time if I wanted to. Or I could discard this to get a wild resource. Or a resource of my choice. But anyways, ooh, that could come in really handy though too. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to wait just to make sure they don't take that one away. Because that would be really handy to be able to convert. So I could get 2 of these, strength 1 or 2. I'd get both of them back. That would save me a lot. Okay. So it'll be their turn. They're going to send a gray out to research, which bumps their gray up to a 4. Oh no. Which means I need to retire a character fast. That's okay. Okay. But that was research. They sent a 2, so they get 2 victory points. And then it's my turn. I really want that token. So I'm going to come over here. What's this one? So I think I'm going to spend 1 of each. Because I can still get that one. To convert it to a wax, to then turn into this, which then immediately gets me, which I'm going to put here, so that way I can not have it next to my bee desires. And I could get them a strength 1 or 2. I think I'm going to just keep them as 1s. Because I don't really need to have too much. Okay. Woohoo! That was awesome. There's that. Okay, so I'm going to be sending out a yellow 3 to convert, which then gets them 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Okay. And then I want, well, a bee. So I'm going to move this, which will get me a hibernation. So I'm definitely placing it. Do I want to do that one? Yeah, I think I will. I'll get a resource. Oh, I didn't move these over last time. We'll refresh this, and I'll get a resource of my choice, which will probably be pollen. Might be fiber. When you retrieve, collect 1 additional. Ooh. That could come in handy. When I grow, I could grow a 1 for free. When I convert, I can produce 1 wax for free. I wish it was 1 honey. Okay, so yes, I'm going to go ahead and get a pollen as my free resource for that. Okay, and now I can go ahead and do this. So I have a 4, so I can get this. So I'm going to spend, I'll spend 2 either way. So do I want to collect an additional one of these? Or do I want to be able to, when I convert, produce a wax for free? When I am pretty full on these, so I think I'm just going to make it so that I can collect an extra green and just focus on green some more. And then that will place right there. Yay! And gets me a card. The worker you place this turn acts as if it's a strength 4 worker. Ooh. That's very nice, especially when I can... Ooh, that's a 1. Place my 1 out. Yee. Okay. There's that. Okay. So that was the end of my turn, right? Well, I need to move these over. Ooh, research. I would get to gain 2 resources. That would be nice. Okay, so we're going to send a gray out, which is this, which means they're going to be retiring. Okay, so they would only get 2 victory points for placing 1 here. So they're going to be placing 1 here. So they could get 3 if they beat me here. So I'll want to place both of mine there if I can. But they're going to be probably getting that one. Okay, so this comes back as a 2. And they're going to be going to the second one from the top. So 1, 2, 3. Man, I need to get more of these because they already have so many. I don't have any honey though. So how do I get honey? 2 pollen and a water. So I could come over here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here using this as a 4. So that means I get the strength 4 benefit. And I get to move up to 4. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to place a pollen there. So I'll get 2 pollen and a water. And then, because I'm teaching a dance, I get to teach one dance and use it twice. So, if I do pollen and water, or card and water. Yeah, I could do, well, no, I don't want to do pollen and water. Well, let's go ahead and do pollen and water. And that will be that. So then I will use 2 water, 2 pollen. Get 2 victory points and 2 waxes. Too bad it's not honey, right? Because I really need some honey. Okay. And there is that. Okay. That was my turn. Hopefully that was good. Okay, so they're going to send out a yellow to convert. Ugh. She gets them a yellow 4. And that will get them 2 victory points. Doop, doop. Okay, I don't have any workers, so I'm going to bring workers back. So I have 4, a 2, and a 2 now. I need to find a way to get honey. Shouldn't have used up my water, I guess. That's okay. And then I get to refresh these. So I will get 4 spaces up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 victory points. So 1, 2. Okay. That is it for my turn. So they're going to come over here. They're going to send a yellow 4 out, which will bump this guy, which will give them a 2, which gives them this. So they'll definitely send it over here because that will guarantee them 3 victory points. And that does change out all of these. And then they're going to go from top to bottom. So they're going to get this one. So that means I have to get 2 honey. Absolutely positively have to get 2 honey to be able to use that. But they already have... No, they don't. Okay, so how do I get honey? I get honey by turning in pollen. And that, that's going to be rough. Ooh, I have 2 of these. I could get 2 of those. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's too hard to pass up. Okay, so I'm going to send this guy out here. Because build any 2 face up of those for free. So I'm going to spend my 2 wax. Except there's a problem. There is a problem with doing that one. If I do that one... I don't have the space, so I need to come down here. I only have a 2 though, so I could spend my last 2 resources to get another one of these, or I could send a 4 out. I've already upgraded that faction though. You know what? Sorry little worker guy. You're gonna stay right there. I'm gonna spend those 2 strengths and these 2 resources to place another one of these. I'll just place it right there. Okay. Woohoo! And then that gets me that. Okay. And then it's their turn, which they're going to do a convert action. No, they're not. They're going to retrieve their bees, which that means they get one of these. And that becomes a 3. So they don't really care because it's the same victory point. So I think they would just go to the furthest left one then, which is that one. I'm not quite sure. Okay, I really need to get that. 3 per bee. That'd be 3, 6. Oh, wait. Why did I put that one there? I needed to put a bee there. Oh, no. That's okay. That's okay. Obviously, I wasn't thinking when I placed it. Okay. But now, I'm going to go and come up here. Turn in these 2 waxes for this to get a crop rotation, which I'll place right here, which will get me a card for covering that up. Ooh, pay 1 resource to place a second bee, considering we're close to the end of the game. That could come in really needed. Oh my god! I need to be able to plant, so that way I can plant. Ah! Okay. Anyways, I get 2 of these for free. So this one would get me up on this track, which I really need. So I will place that one there to get another card. Ooh, I could pay a resource to plant a different one. So that might be how I get that one planted. Okay. Although that would be worth 5 points to me planted versus this would be 2. 6. Okay, so then I get another one. I think I'm going to do this one. That way I could get another worker. That would come in handy. And I'm going to place it here, even though I don't get a card. Simply because completing one gets you 8 victory points. So I just guaranteed 8 victory points. Whew, that's a lot. Okay. That was my turn. So we're going to move these over. That was a pretty awesome turn. Okay. Oops. That is like that. Okay. Let's see what they do. They're going to be placing a gray. They don't have. So they're going to do it on advance. And they're placing a 2, so they get 1 of each of these. And they're going to refresh each of these. Okay. Whoop. Oh, getting to move up 3 times on for just a water and a pollen. Okay, so I think I'm going to come over to here. And I'm going to come over here to this water. That way I can get a water. And hopefully get Gentia. I was hoping to get a 4 strength as well. But I also want to get a fiber. So we'll put fiber right there. There you go. Okay. And that one goes there. Okay, and then I think I am going to go ahead and pay... No, I want that. Okay. Woohoo! Let's get this other party started. So then they're going to come here. They're going to send out a yellow to advance, which is going to kick me back a 3. Thank you. I really want to get that. Ugh. I need to prevent them from getting it, so I need to prevent them from retiring another creature. Okay. I think I might want to retrieve workers. But I need pollen to be able to get that one back. I want to be able to get that one back before I do that one. Okay, I think I'm going to just turn this in to get a couple of those. I think I'm just going to come up here to the Explore. And come over here. Get a couple more of those Queen Favors. And get a fiber. And I think I'll just get another water. Okay, so we'll place a water right there. Okay. And if I had placed a 4, I would get to gain 2 resources and a 3. Oh no. Okay. So then it is their turn. So they're going to be placing out a gray onto Explore, which triggers the end of the game because they're sending me a 4. So that sends me down to there, which does get me this, which will get me 2 victory points. Okay. Which sucks because I only have 2 workers to retrieve now. So they're going to go ahead and go from over here. So they're going to come over here and get that. And place this Malpy. And they're going to place a fiber over there. Okay. So I have to retrieve. That's going to be my last action is retrieving. But That'll get me a 3 and a 4. Yay. I'm retrieving 2, but I can do an extra 1. So, definitely going to... Yeah, that would just be helpful for next time. So I'm going to get... If I can move up, I'll get the 2 victory points and this moving up 1. And then I'll do the moving up twice. So that will get me 8 victory points at the end. Hopefully that's enough to counteract that. Then they're going to do one last turn themselves because they triggered the end of the game, or it got triggered on their turn. So they get one more turn as well. So they're going to just retrieve workers and get 2 victory points. Where's our gray? And... there we go. Okay, game is over. So then we can add up the end. Oh, crap. During my last turn, I did play that. We are going to say that I did that. Oh. Yeah, well, it would have been nice, but I couldn't place that anyway, so yeah, so I definitely did that. Because that would have been the difference of 10 points for me. Most definitely did that on my last turn. Slight cheat. Anyways, end of game. So we're going to at the end of the game, we're going to do the filling of the hive mat and or frames. So I get 2 of those. So I get 16 for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So I'm at 34. Are built bees, all of that. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 from that. So that's 48. And they get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're at 36. Meeting conditions on our built ones of these. And okay. That's my cat. I guess the only thing that really matters are these. So meeting conditions on these built. So they have 4. So 4 times 7, that's 28. So that will get to 64. Whee! And then I just have this. I only have 2 of these. So I guess it would have been better for me to get that 5 one because that only got me 4 points. Oh well. Meeting conditions on our planted stuff. So I get 2 for each of these. So that's worth 10 because I have 5 of them. So that's 61. And they have 3 of these. So that's 3, 6, 9. So they're going to be at 73. Faction ability. So I get 3, 6, 9. Okay. So that will be at 70. The majorities. So I have 7. They have 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 77. Whew. And then finally, oh, well, position on queens was after the cards. So then I get 9 from that. So I just barely beat them again. So that'll be 86. Well, that's more of a spread than the last time. Because last time it was, they were 1 behind me. Okay. Well, that is the game. So very interesting. There's a lot going on, a lot to think about and to remember. And I really like it. It's been a blast both times I played it now. And it's the AI is challenging. You don't know exactly what they're thinking. Sometimes it's like, well, why would you kick me back on that? But other than that, it's been really fun. And you can play more advanced. Like you can play it so they could get 3 workers back. You can start them out higher. So that way if you feel it's too easy, you can make it more difficult. And yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Well, thank you for sticking around and watching this. And I will see you next time. And until then, just remember to have fun, be present, and be you. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. Also, if you find value in our content, please like, comment, or subscribe. Let a friend or family member know that we exist. Help us spread our channel and bring remote gaming to a table near you. Thank you very much, and have a great day.